May Allah's mercy and blessings be upon all of humanity. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. The fourth of the great saints raised by the lands of Anatolia, addressed and to be addressed as Altuni Saint, Sayyid Mustafa Altun, the third-generation representative of the Melamet path, carried forward the knowledge-based spiritual manifestations initiated by Muhammad Nur al-Arabi. By advancing the dissemination of the science of Melamet, he recognized the necessity for this knowledge to be made widely known among broad human communities, and exercised his spiritual authority to ensure its propagation. As his followers and seekers, we strive to spread the teachings of Melamet through the Know Thyself YouTube channel, as well as other media platforms, working diligently under his guidance and permission. All of our efforts are carried out with the knowledge, permission, and spiritual support of our Master, Sayyid Mustafa Altun. Now, our Master has seen the necessity for the science of Melamet to reach large masses of people, and he has assigned us to this task. The reasons behind this necessity are profound and extensive. Here, I wish to highlight only the most significant ones. To understand this better, we must take a brief look at the history of Melamet. Melamet first became prominently visible in the 9th century in the cultural centers of Khorasan, represented most notably by Hamdun al-Qasar. It emerged as a reaction against an excessive ascetic lifestyle, one that emphasized extreme self-denial, seclusion, and rigorous spiritual exercises. Instead, Melamet developed with a unique, refined structure that harmonized inward sincerity with outward normalcy. This approach remained largely hidden until the Bayrami Melamet order, where it surfaced but still did not become entirely public. It continued in this manner until the third era of Melamet, when Muhammad Nur al-Arabi Hazretleri brought forth a shift, ending manifestational miracles and initiating the intellectual and spiritual miracles. Even then, despite this transition, he did not extensively spread Melamet to large masses of people. Because in its essence, Melamet does not aim for widespread dissemination among large masses, nor is such an approach typically feasible. However, in today's era, the 21st century, the perfected human and fourth-era Melamet representative, Sayyid Mustafa Altun, has deemed it necessary to expand its reach. This is because, in contemporary times, numerous developments have led to a shift toward negative forces, creating an environment that fosters imbalance in the manifestation of divine will. Here, the perfected human serves as a crucial balancing element. The entire universe is structured upon delicate equilibriums. For divine will to be fulfilled, for the cycles of majesty, severity, and beauty, mercy to function properly, and for the balance of creation to remain stable, these delicate harmonies must be safeguarded. However, recent observations indicate a growing inclination toward severe manifestations, the one who leads astray attribute, which disrupts equilibrium. As a result, the science of Melamet must now be disseminated more widely, ensuring that humanity's moral values, ethics, and way of life align with true human dignity. Ultimately, Melamet seeks nothing other than to cultivate the ethics and character of Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. For one to know oneself and, in turn, know one's Lord, one must be adorned with the ethics of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was adorned with the divine attributes. Without this transformation, it is impossible to approach, perceive, or truly comprehend the sublime, subtle, and transcendent nature of divine reality. Furthermore, for society to emerge from its current state of chaos and distress, such a spiritual transformation is essential. God created the human being for himself, to be known, and God is known through the human being, with the human being. Therefore, the intrinsic desire within the human heart to know and be known creates a spiritual hunger, leading every individual toward a belief, a faith, and an inner longing to worship their Creator, experiencing the divine ecstasy that is embedded within human nature. In our time, religious teachings, other belief systems, sects, communities, and various religious structures fail to fulfill the spiritual void within people by leading them to God and enabling them to truly know Him. As a result, many individuals find themselves in a state of emptiness and turn to deism, atheism, or other alternative beliefs. For this reason, all spiritual paths, whether sects, communities, or religious institutions, must work toward truly guiding people to God, maintaining their purity and preserving their essence so they can fulfill the spiritual hunger within human beings. Melamet stands above all of these paths. People are free to choose any path they wish. They may select a way of knowing God that aligns with their own intellect and inner disposition. However, the science of Melamet is the shortest way to truly knowing God. Even when one sets out on other paths, the final destination of those journeys inevitably leads back to Melamet. In the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:35, God commands, "O you who have believed, fear Allah and seek the means of nearness to Him, and strive in His cause that you may succeed." Here, the term means of nearness refers to the perfect guide. You must seek and enter the training of a perfect guide. You must receive the divine breath from them. If you truly wish to know yourself, and your Lord, then you must submit yourself to a perfect guide. The science of Melamet is the path of those who have attained the secret of die before you die, those who have united with the divine reality. It is the path of the perfect guide. Only from a perfect guide can one receive true spiritual breath and knowledge. Thus, we invite you to the path of Melamet, so that you may seek a perfect guide and undergo their training. You must learn the science of Melamet so that you may become beneficial and virtuous for humanity and the entire cosmos. With respect.